World leaders condemn Israel's assaults on Gaza and Lebanon, a diplomatic circus. New York, The United Nations General Assembly turned into a veritable circus this week as world leaders took turns condemning Israel's military actions in Gaza and Lebanon. The assembly, which usually features dry speeches and polite applause, was transformed into a spectacle of grandstanding, finger-pointing, and dramatic declarations. The show kicked off with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who wasted no time in accusing Israel of committing genocide. "The United Nations system and Western values are dying," he proclaimed, waving his arms like a conductor leading an orchestra of outrage. The audience responded with a mix of gasps and applause, setting the tone for the rest of the event. Next up was Chilean President Gabriel Boric, who delivered a passionate speech denouncing both Hamas and Israel. "I refuse to choose between Hamas's terrorism or the massacre and genocidal behavior of Netanyahu's Israel," he declared. "We do not have to choose between barbarities. I choose humanity." His words were met with a standing ovation, though some delegates were seen checking their phones and yawning. The highlight of the assembly was undoubtedly the speech by UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres. Accusing Israel of violating the United Nations Charter, Guterres called out the international community for turning a blind eye to human rights abuses. "Too many governments are ignoring the decisions of international courts," he thundered. "It's like we're all playing a game of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil." President Joe Biden, delivering his final speech to the UN as U.S. President, attempted to strike a more diplomatic tone. "We're working to bring a greater measure of peace and stability in the Middle East," he said, while simultaneously defending the U.S. decision to continue providing weapons and billions of dollars in aid to Israel. "The world must not flinch from the horrors of October 7th, he added, to a smattering of polite applause. Not everyone was impressed with the performances. "It's like watching a bad reality TV show," muttered one diplomat. "Everyone's just trying to outdo each other with their dramatic speeches and grand gestures." Another delegate was overheard saying, "If I wanted to see this much drama, I'd watch a soap opera." As the assembly wrapped up, delegates mingled and exchanged pleasantries, while some took the opportunity to snap selfies with their favorite world leaders. "It's all just a big show," said one seasoned diplomat. "At the end of the day, nothing really changes. But hey, at least it's entertaining." And so, the United Nations General Assembly came to a close, leaving behind a trail of dramatic speeches, grandstanding, and a few memorable moments. As the world continues to grapple with the complexities of the Middle East conflict, one thing is clear: the diplomatic circus is far from over.